Hello and welcome to today's episode of T Sarp. Our guests are Sam and Steven.
I
Hi.
like chips. I like chips.
I mean, Sam and Steven are like the people that are on here the most, so I mean, not really guests
Guys.
anymore. They're
You're surprised.
regulars, guys. They're regulars. Yeah. So, first off, the mini hackathon, the Code Clash, is filling up very quickly. Mr. Farr said there are only 4 spots left. So if you haven't signed up, there's only 4. So if you're thinking about it and you want to do it before you can.
You can also get it at class.
Yeah, you can. On the 22nd, you can get out a 7th, 8th, and 9th period. So, I hope you
That's
don't
bad for
join
me,
just to do that.
I like
but
biology.
I like bio too, but you'd rather do that than get out of class.
And
Than
No,
do a
I-
hackathon.
I'd
in the
rather
morning.
code.
Yeah, Steven, just leave. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. Just leave.
No, I need to do it.
Oh, okay. Also, in brackets voting technically started yesterday, but it got announced really today. And guess what? I'm losing. Badly. Horrendously. No, it's by 1 vote to this game called Candy Catcher, which barely works and was made by a 6th grader.
What a
So
surprise.
I really shouldn't be
Wait,
losing.
Wait,
No
is it a
offense.
dropping catch? Is it a dropping catch?
Yeah,
It
but
is
it's
a drop
horrible.
and catch. It's terrible.
Wow.
It's really bad. No
Have you
offense.
failed a dropping
Why
catch?
are you winning? How are you winning? It's so laggy. I don't know what they did, but it's so laggy.
I think they just failed a clone script.
What they must be doing is they must be cloning like every second or moving every second, but they're also doing something else in that forever loop. So it stops the movement from happening, something like that. That's just what I can
Yeah.
tell. Because like if you ever make a clone script or any script and you put some if statement that has a wait block in there, like it will just pause the movement until like that requirement is done. And the problem, like that's fine. We all run into bugs. We all normally fix them. But whoever did this submitted it without fixing it. And B, submitted it and then didn't fix it afterwards. Like it's one thing if like you were right at the deadline and you're like, oh, I gotta submit it. Sorry, it's 11:59. Submit it. But you're allowed to make
Sam.
small fixes like that.
We don't talk about that, okay?
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam.
We don't talk about that.
So yeah, as long as you don't like change the whole game after. If it's just like a little fix, then yeah, you're allowed. But anyway, so I'm losing 8-7 right now in matchup 1. In matchup 2, we have Trick or Treat with Eric by a 6th grader and Trick or Treat by Logan Neglia. Sorry, I don't know.
No,
the
it's Trick
first
versus
name.
Treat.
Trick versus Treat. Sorry, I got it all messed up.
Interesting.
So Trick or Treat with Eric is beating Trick vs. Treat 9-6. Currently, I mean, all these things could change. It's a vote, and it goes on for like a week and a
And I
half.
would like to say something.
Yes.
In matchup 4, all the letters
I
are
was-
not capitalized, and that makes it look very unprofessional.
Wait, and Trick. Oh yeah, that is very annoying. Because he copied and pasted it.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to matchup 4 right after matchup 3. In matchup 3, Carving Pumpkin, a sprite editor drawing, is beating another sprite editor drawing called
Wait,
No More Candy.
You know how Mia did the spy editor last year? Do we know if she's doing one this year? Well, not last year.
You mean last month?
Yeah, that one. Do you know?
Yeah, and I lost to it.
Yeah.
I do not know if she is.
I don't think she did.
But Carving Pumpkin is actually the bag that you will receive. Just not animated.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense why it's winning.
It's a little cheap.
Yeah, that's kind of cheap.
Yes. So, yeah. So that's interesting. And in matchup 4, we have the Lonely Larry of the Patch, a sprite editor drawing, against Trick or Treat, which I believe is a sprite editor drawing, against TBD, to be determined. And to be determined is holding its position. You know, it's got a whole 2 votes. I
One of them
believe
is me.
when I looked recently, he had removed it, so you can't vote for to be determined anymore.
Aww.
I actually haven't voted yet. So
can you please vote for me?
yes,
Yeah.
I actually already clicked you first. That's what
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, because
in
if you,
matchup 2, who do you think I should vote for?
I personally believe Trick or Treat with Eric is a very cool game. It's
Wait,
personally
Steven,
the
did you
reason
do
I
one?
think that
Steven, did you do one?
No.
That doesn't help me. I know you did, but which one?
I
don't
didn't
think
do
he
one. I
did.
just said
He
that.
didn't do it.
I thought it was a
he
joke.
didn't.
What about matchup 3?
I went with carving pumpkin. Just no more candy is just not a great animation. It's all stick figures.
Matchup 4, you can't vote for one with no capitalization. That's really unprofessional.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I voted for the Lonely Larry.
So, for all of those you Cheez-It eaters out there, do not chug a quarter of a glass of water after eating Cheez-It dust.
Too late.
Oh. Okay. Why?
It tastes horrible.
Oh, God.
I can't get the taste out of my mouth now.
You're tied now.
Oh yay! I'm tied, guys. It could
He's
happen.
tie-dye.
I could win. I'm tied up. How do you know? How do you figure that out? So
I
also
just looked at you.
a bunch of coding club meetings got announced. 2 to be exact.
A bunch.
There's 5. So these both of these meetings are necessary for Code Clash participants.
Yes.
So the first one coming up is going to be Tuesday, November 15th. That's when the teams are going to be announced. So we're going to get to know the captains, who's
Me.
on what team.
Me.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Me.
We don't know yet. It's not November 15th. Okay. Also we have a meeting right before the Code Clash on November
No, my chip fell.
So on November 21st, we have a meeting, and it's going to be more about the Code Clash. It's right before the Code Clash itself. That's going on November 22nd. So I think it's kind of to just get everything done, make sure everyone's in the community, stuff like that. Mr. Farrar, if you look at the classwork tab and go to Coding Club schedule, he actually talks about what the meetings are going to be about. He just said Code Clash teams announced on the 15th and mandatory for Code Clash players on the 21st.
Oh.
But I believe that even if you're not doing the Code Clash or you couldn't get in, you're still welcome to come to both meetings. So don't worry about that. So that will be a lot of fun. And it looks like we have official date. Or no, I guess those are old dates. There are dates for the hackathons at the bottom, but I believe those are old dates. They might not be. Those might be real dates, but it just happens to be the upper elementary is marked as May 5th, which is what it was last year. So they might be doing it on the same day. But they might not.
Is the June whatever it's called, the junior one, is that still March 11th? Does it say?
Oh wait. Hold up. No, those are real dates because I was thinking it was May 6th. Or May 5th last year. No, it was May 6th. Even though I was in it, I forgot. So those, I don't know if this is true, but I believe that those are real dates. So officially, the upper elementary hackathon is going on May 5th, and the junior hackathon is going on March 3rd. So
Well-
that's just to get the idea in your head. So that's how you have probably till a month or two before to get really good at coding, so you can try to get on one of those
Well,
teams. Expect the teams will be announced 2 months before tryouts, like the final tryout, probably like 2.5 months before, just for an idea.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay! I did it correctly.
Good job, Steven.
Good job, Steven. So, yeah, so lots of dates got announced today. When reading it, I only just noticed that those were the hackathon dates. And I was confused because I thought Mr. Forrest said that it was going to be March 30th for the junior hackathon. But no, it's supposedly March 3rd. So that's going to be fun. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, they're going to be in person this year. So, and we're actually hosting the upper elementary school one in Hauppauge, most likely at the high school. So that will be cool. I'm interested in figuring out if that's easier or harder than being online.
It's definitely gonna be harder.
Yeah, I think it might be harder.
Because we're
'cause
gonna
you're
hear
not in the
everyone
comfort.
talking.
Yeah, everyone, all the noise. It might be hard to communicate. Might be hard to give strategies to other players.
Like, how are we gonna code? Like, are we gonna do Chromebooks or like not Chromebooks?
Well, from
Probably.
pictures I've seen in the past, it's gonna be most likely Chromebooks. Because this isn't the first one they've done in person. They had,
I know.
Yeah, they actually had the Viking Conquest. That was the junior one done in person. They also had the Mars Conquest that was done in person, and they had the original interdistrict hackathon done in person. So, it was just because of COVID they had to stop that, but COVID's getting better. So we can finally do them in person.
What's
again.
COVID?
It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, what is it?
COVID
Wait,
who?
can I get
COVID
can
who?
someone tell me? I just read the script. That's what it said. I don't actually know what it is. We totally have a script, guys.
I can't record at all.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He's still counting.
Oh yeah, I did it.
You did it, Steven. So yeah,
I
if
think.
Sam, Steven, you have anything to say before we wrap today's episode up?
I have nothing to say.
You-
Besides, Joseph Lay confirmed that he dislikes pizza.
I know.
I was there. It was terrible.
Today at approximately like 9 o'clock or whatever, I don't know, around the 9 to 10 area, me and Joe had this conversation. He said, I feel no physical or emotional pain. So I said, so what if I snapped your neck and said pizza was bad? And he said, eh. So then I said, so pizza's bad, yeah? He said, I guess. And then he said, I like cookies more. And then me and Andrew went,
Gasp. Gasp.
And
Yeah,
also Logan's rocket exploded into 2 pieces.
And yours was
At the same time? I thought we were walking back. Oh, or was that just a side note?
Before that. No, that was before that. Yeah.
That's just
That was a side note. And then mine wouldn't launch, so I pointed at it and then I said go, and then it flew off. That's pretty funny.
I didn't launch mine yet, so no update on that.
I'm
There were a few fails though. So a few people's rockets didn't go. So that was sad. But yeah. So Sam, you go speak, child.
Speaking of 11/5/2022, that's a date for coding club, but it's also the day that Joseph's chicken editor C thing ends. So just do your best. So work on that. Work hard.
Are you guys working on that? Because I forgot about it.
Yes.
I am.
Okay. Are they for Eric books?
Yeah,
or no?
they are.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you said like 50 Eric bucks each.
Now I gotta do paperwork. Ugh. Yeah. No, every time someone requests Eric bucks, I try to talk them out of it because I don't feel like putting it through. Really. Anyway, it's actually Joseph's job, so maybe Joseph will do it. That's Joseph's job. I hired Joseph to do it, but he never does it. It's so annoying. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was more coding focused than others. So
Really?
tell me if tell us if you like that more, or still like when we ramble on about random stuff like hex codes and Cheez-Its. But we will all see you in the next episode. Bye bye.